Hello, this is Rachel from CypressTextiles and welcome to the Learn to Crochet Level 2. Today this Shavius Callista is going to show us how to make a treble crochet stitch. So this is a stitch that sometimes people have some difficulty making. So I'm going to show you guys how I make the treble crochet stitch, and hopefully you'll get a few pointers if you do try making it, and then you can see with my tips that you get a better treble crochet stitch. So first I'm going to make a slip knot, and then I'm going to chain, let's say 9 stitches. Okay, and now just to make sure we're having the right amount of stitches here, we have our leading loop, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've got your 9 stitches there. And to make a treble crochet, when we made our double crochet, we did a yarn over. When we made our half double crochet, we also did a yarn over. But for a treble crochet, you're going to yarn over 2 times. So you're going to make your yarn over and then swoop back around to make another yarn over. And the trick with making a good treble stitch is that your yarn overs, you should keep them close to the point of your hook, close to the very tip of your hook. And so that way you're not all the way out here, you're not out here, you're choking it up to the front of the hook. And that way it's not so much yarn in your yarn overs. And that's what's gonna help you get a neater treble crochet. So we're going to treble crochet into the 5th chain from the hook. So if you count chains from the hook, you're going to ignore your leading loop, and then you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the 5th chain from the hook, and then make sure that you're inserting your hook through just exposing only this bottom portion of your chain here. So you've got the top part of your chain, this middle bar going in, and then the bottom part of your chain. So where you're going to insert your hook is in between the center part and the bottom. So I'm going to show you how it looks there. Once you insert your hook, that part kind of gets a little bigger. So you can see that's the area where we're inserting our hook to work into that chain. And so you've got your 2 yarn overs. This stitch does take a little practice because you're working with a lot. You've got your yarn overs. You have to keep this tension right here so your yarn overs don't get loose. So when you insert the hook, and make sure when you insert that hook that then you can slide to the full portion of your hook. So now you're fine. So now yarn over and pull up a loop. All right, and now you've got 4 loops on your hook. You've got the leading loop, your 2 yarn overs, and the loop you just pulled up. So now yarn over and pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook, and a 3rd time, which is why it's called a treble. Yarn over and pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. So this tall stitch is the treble, and you can see it comparing to the double crochet that it's taller. Okay, and then you can see it compared to the half double crochet, it's much taller. All right, so that's just how you can see it compared to other stitches. So I'm going to make a couple more of these. So yarn over, make sure that your yarn overs are at the front of the hook, holding everything right there. You can even stabilize it with your finger if you want. Insert the hook in the chain, and now you can push the hook all the way through to the thicker part of the hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, go through 2 loops. Yarn over, go through 2 loops, and the last 2 loops. So that is how you make a treble crochet. It's a very tall stitch. Some people that I've heard tell me will not even work treble crochets. If there's a pattern with trebles, they don't use them. So it's just a matter of making sure, because look what happens whenever you're all the way back here with your yarn overs. Then you go in, and see my yarn overs are all the way back here still. Then you go into your chain stitch. You pull up a loop, you pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, and your treble is much taller and much looser. And it's difficult to keep a handle on things if your yarn overs are loose. You can even end up with a big gap like this. So this big gap here, if your yarn overs are too loose, that's what you're going to end up with. And then when you go through, now you have, when you come around on your next row and you're going to work into the stitch, it's very loose. And you can see that one is loose at the top and these ones are not, because your yarn overs were too loose on this one. So you make your 2 yarn overs, bring them up to the beginning of the hook and hold them there with your finger. Then you can go into your chain stitch, pull up a loop, and draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook 3 times. All right, so that is the treble crochet. I hope you guys were able to get some use out of this video and learn the treble crochet stitch. Keep practicing it so that until it's nice and neat. And in the next video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make even taller stitches just by making more yarn overs. All right, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Happy crafting!